Yeah, if you click it. Okay, so in your Buddha bag, it's going to have some key tools for your stress relief. So we're going to focus on some things to help you get rid of your stress, or more so realistically, how to cope with it. So if you open up your bags, you'll see a post-it notes and a pen. And the first thing you do is jot down, what causes you the most stress and anxiety in your daily life. So one item per post-it, you can do more than one post-it. When you have it, you can share it on the board. It can be work life, it can be personal life, unless your significant other is here. It's just work. Yeah, stick it on the right side. Be as detailed or as vague as you think. You made those pens today, don't you?
Well, it's pink on pink.
Stick it on the board anywhere you like. Go on.
Oh wait, is it just one thing at a time?
No, you can do more than as you like. A goal that's more telling.
That's so stress.
And on your post-it, you're going to write, how do you handle it, and is it effective? So what do you do to handle the stress? Do you just let it go? Do you complain? Do you do some yoga? You complain to Juliet. She returns the complaints. What do you do to cope with it? Yes or no doesn't work. And now we'll go on the left side.
This one works great.
I'm not good with instructions. Cross your arms if you're all done. This is what I do to children. You're all set? Almost. Sorry. Not even looking at you, it's fine. So a big overwhelming one for me is my job, which most of you know about. You got to live it. Katie's my coworker. And how I handle stress. Yeah, she's a handle stress dealing with a particular person that you can't remove from your life and what I do to cope with that. So does anyone want to share what causes them stress and what they do to handle it? Nope.
Work.
Justin?
Work causes me stress.
And what do you do to handle the stress at work?
I mean, my biggest stressor with work is I deal a lot with like working with clients and working with customers, and not that I'm new to my job, but there's still a lot that I don't know. There's always stuff that comes up that I don't have answers to, and I always feel like I'm gonna give someone the wrong answer, or I'm gonna like look like an idiot when I tell someone like something like, oh, you should do it this way, and then it's completely wrong, and then other people get in trouble, and it's my fault, and I get in trouble. So, I mean, I guess what the best thing that I try to do to handle that is kind of surround myself with a lot of other good people that don't necessarily always have the answers, you know, at work, but that I can lean on as a support system. And then I try to not take it home with me. I try to let it go and kind of leave it at work and come home and not bring that stress.
Yeah, so changing your environment and what you put in your environment Do you want to share as well?
Sure. I said what gives me anxiety is just like other expectations of me. I think like after college I took like a very unconventional path, and so in 28 I think felt a lot of expectations of like where I should be arrived, but because of what I did, I don't necessarily like meet those. And I said two ways I handle stress the most are exercising, including yoga, but I also like really like other exercise and like talking to my friends and family.
I have that too, like high expectations of where I thought I would be and where I actually am. So the point of this really is what you'll see is, Katie, do you want to read the quote on your back? It's on all your backs.
Mine's twisted, so I don't know if I can see any words. But what have you gained from meditation? He replied. The Buddha was asked, what have you gained from meditation? He replied, nothing. However, Buddha said, let me tell you what I lost. Anger, anxiety, depression, insecurity, fear of old age, and death.
So what we'll see is that your stress is going to stay. All the things that currently happen in your life, you really can't escape from that. But the only thing that you can change is how you cope with it and how you address it and what you do in that. Because the outside of the world is not your problem. The only problem is what you do on the inside. So we're going to go through a couple of things to help with those types of things that you could do at work, at school, at life, those types of things. Starting with breathing activities. Most of these breathing activities you start sitting up with a straight spine. However, because it's about stress relief, no, you can't hunch, but you can lay on your back if you choose to. We will be laying on our back for the next breathing exercise, so if you want to sit straight. Your hands rest gently on your knees. We'll learn in meditation, you can hold a mudra with your hands, which means your thumb is over your finger. You'll know a lot about mudras, that's what she's working on. And this is to keep the energy within yourself, so it circles within your body. So subtle energy is something you can buy into, or you don't have to. You keep your legs crossed in a position you can find comfortable. Your gaze can either be towards the front of your mat, or you can close your eyes completely. You can also sit like this, if it's more comfortable. Or up front. Maybe those go. Perfect. I like this as well. So we're going to focus on Samavritti, which is a balanced breathing. You can close your eyes. I'm going to give you a count. I want you to recognize your natural breath. How you're breathing normally on a Sunday afternoon. Not at work. Not stressed. And we're going to lengthen this breath. What we find when you have a lot of anxiety or you're overwhelmed, your breath gets very shallow. It shortens, which can also lead to hyperventilating, which causes more anxiety and overwhelmingness. So by lengthening your breath, you're breathing more fully. So empty out your lungs, and you're going to breathe in with my count. We'll start with a count of 4. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Then exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to add a second to that. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to extend this now up to 7 seconds. We'll do the cyclic of breath, 7 seconds inhale, 7 seconds exhale. And then after about 2 minutes, we're going to be holding at the top and holding at the bottom. You may find that one of them is easier. Typically, when you have air in your lungs, it's easier to hold your breath. You'll find it more of a challenge when there's no air in your lungs, holding it down like that. But remember that you have the control of it and you can focus on that. So we'll breathe our inhales and exhales, and after about 2 minutes, we'll do holds. Empty the air out of your lungs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, it's feeling stressful, pull your shoulders down your back, keeping your spine tall. We'll be breathing in for 7, holding for 7, exhale for 7, holding for 7. Empty out your lungs. Inhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your eyes closed, return to your natural breathing. Take note if it's deeper than before, more shallow than before, or the same. So then make your waves down onto your back. And rest one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. When we're stressed or overwhelmed, we can feel a big heaving in our chest. You might notice it, we might not, but our breath, again, becomes shallow and focusing on chest breathing. Our ribs are moving. To focus on bringing our breath back to ourselves and back to our control, we're going to be using belly breath. Adham Pranayama. Pranayama is the restraint of our breath, the restraint of our energy force. So using our power to control the energy within us instead of the outside factors. So as you're following your breath, you're going to breathe naturally and notice which hand is moving. If you feel it on your top hand, slowly try to make the movements with your bottom hand on your belly. Breathing in so your belly is full, exhaling so your belly hollows out. Take a few more breaths at your natural rate, and then we're going to count again for 7 seconds. Breathing in so your belly rounds out. Empty your lungs and breathe in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your hands should rise, then exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. Inhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath naturally. We're going to bring it up to 10 seconds. You're concentrating your breath. You are getting oxygen to your lungs, so focus on the control that you have. Empty out your lungs. And inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold to the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally. Notice which hand is moving more, the top hand on your chest or down in your belly. Follow your natural breath. And slowly make your way back to seated. What did you notice doing with the deeper breaths? Did you prefer the breathing with holding or the breathing without holding?
Without moving.
With holding, why is that? Jamie?
I think holding on the bottom of my exhale really stresses me out. Because I'm not going to get there again. I feel less in control.
Right, less in control and knowing that you obviously can inhale whenever you want, but you're focusing so much on it that doing it the right way. But realizing that you do internally have the control to breathe in again and bringing that back to you. So outside circumstances might control certain things, but you can always come back here. Any other thoughts? Did anyone notice if they were breathing more with their chest initially?
Yeah.
In their belly? Did it feel different to switch it down here?
Nice enough. I just felt like it took more concentration, so then I wasn't thinking about other things when I was doing it.
Yeah.
Like cleared my mind a bit to concentrate on using my body.
Is there an environment you could see yourself doing that? Focusing more on belly breathing or breathing deeper, especially when you get heated. Not that I ever do, but if I did.
I make sure that I belly breathe when I'm going to sleep at night. It calms me down. It brings me like completely silent.
Yeah.
And that's how I fall asleep.
That's a good way to do it.
Instead of counting sheep. I count my breath.
That's definitely a time to use it. I have trouble turning my brain on.
Yeah. Yeah, I find it works well sleeping too. Counting and not counting, it's just never but counting. What you do naturally doing that. We're gonna flip over into child's pose and go through a short sequence of some poses that have shown to help with stress and anxiety. So child pose, you can have your knees together or your knees wide. Your butt's gonna sink down towards the earth. Your hands are gonna reach overhead. You will notice with your hands overhead, you will feel some opening in your shoulders. If it's too much, your hands can come down towards your knees. Child's pose is usually a resting pose, so I can talk to you a little bit. It won't be too uncomfortable. Rest your forehead down. In active child pose, your elbows are lifted off the ground. But since we're talking now, you can rest them if that feels good to you. So going through these different yoga poses, they are scientifically, some of them shown to how we can reduce our anxiety and reduce our stress. Most of this is going to be physically. You'll notice certain poses opening certain body parts up, but other parts of it are mental. Some yoga poses can be twisted and tight and make you feel very uncomfortable. And the point is not to cause you harm, not to make you stress out, but to tell you how to cope with these certain items and certain tightness that you might feel in certain positions. Child pose is going to be used as the resting stop and also breathing within yourself. Take about 3 breaths here. I will be coming around to assist you, so don't be alarmed if I do touch you. It's more to help you access deeper into the pose. It's not to correct what your position is. So as we go through this sequence, this is the restorative place you can come back to. So if you're finding overwhelmed standing or blood rushing to your head, if we're upside down, this is where you go back to center yourself, come back to your breath. Take 2 more breaths here, breathe in together, let it out. Inhale, reaching your hands into the mat. Exhale, pushing your hips back into the earth. Then inhale yourself into tabletop. Coming forward on your hands and knees. Personal favorites in cat and cow. As you inhale, hips and head raise up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, tuck underneath, arching your back, chin tucks towards chest. Inhale, looking upward. Exhale, downwards. Continue that motion. This repetitiveness reminds you about your breath. It's bringing you, opening up your chest as you inhale and as you exhale, crunching down in yourself. Literally, you're looking within yourself once you go into cat pose. Take some movements that might feel good to you. You might circle your spine, going around clockwise or counterclockwise. Sit back on your hips, leaning forward, stretching out your wrists. Directions that feel good to you. This motion also releases your spine, massaging it, what they say, reminding you about your posture, maintaining your focus. Take one more breath in, one exhale out. And from tabletop, we're sinking into puppy pose. Hips stay up, shoulders are down, and chin comes to the mat. You'll feel an intense stretch on your deltoids, the top of your shoulder muscles. For a deeper stretch, you look upwards. If it feels too much in your shoulders, you put your forehead on the mat. This is a major heart opener. It is opening up your chest. It is making yourself vulnerable, which is something that we could all probably work on at some point. And you're finding comfort in this uncomfortableness. Take a couple breaths here. If your chin is down, maybe try to lift it up. Or put it back down. Come back up to tabletop. Do a couple more cat cows. And push up into downward dog. Heels strive towards the mat. As if your heels are touching, you might want to extend your stance a bit so you're constantly working towards getting towards the ground. Keep your shoulders relaxed, hips up high. And take the pressure outside of your palms. You want all 5 fingers, 10 fingers, push with one hand. All 10 fingers to be pushing into the mat. On your inhale, take your gaze towards your fingertips. At your exhale, you're going to bend your knees. You can step or float to between your fingertips into a standing forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, and exhale, fall forward. We're going to hang out here for a bit. You can take ragdoll arms or keep your hands on the ground. Ragdoll, grab in opposite elbows. Feet come a little wider. Rock back and forth, loosen up your head. This pose is a release pose. Again, you're not standing up straight, you're letting your body relax. Let your neck hang loose. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. With your hands on the ground, it's a little more stressful in the body. If you're in ragdoll, grab your arms behind your legs. Slight bend in the knees. Your nose will tuck towards your knees. Play around with your balance on your feet. Shift your weight towards your toes. Shift them over towards the right. Back behind you. Towards the left. And plant yourself in the center of your root of gravity. As you inhale, straighten your back up, flat back, and then exhale, fold deeper into your fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Tadasana, arms up high, roll your shoulders down your back, and exhale, come to standing. Mountain pose, or Samasthiti, focusing on where you are Bring your shoulders up high, rolling down your back. Again, 3 points of your feet. 2 up here, 1 in your heel are all equally on the ground. Hands typically are open like this, so release, receiving energy. Take your gaze upward, chin is strong. As you inhale, roll your shoulders down. Your arms upwards. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, half the lift. Exhale, plant your hands to the mat, step or jump back to high plank. Lower yourself to low plank. Breathe into upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Come back to your knees, back into puppy pose. Stress on your shoulders, you can sink your hips down into child's pose. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Let it out. Inhale. Exhale, back to tabletop. Push up into downward dog. At the bottom of your next exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, half a lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. We're going to do a couple of balance postures. Really twisted ones that are really going to cause you to focus more on planting one foot down. So take your left foot down. We're doing eagle pose. Right leg is coming up, crossing over left. Your right arm goes underneath your left arm, so your elbow and knee touch. Eagle pose is twisted a lot, focus on where your gaze could be. You might find your hands are in the way. You can create a keyhole looking for your hands. If balance is tricky, put your foot to the toe touches. You can have your foot as a kickstand, just touching it there. Sinking deeper in your hips, squeezing your thighs together helps hold you upright. So the constraint in here, this is opening your shoulders, closing up your heart. Allowing you to breathe at a point where it's very uncomfortable. As you inhale, bring your elbows up towards your chin. As you exhale, sink lower in your hips. Inhale, lift your elbows up higher towards your chin. Exhale, sink low on your hips. Inhale, gaze upward. Exhale, uncross your legs, fall forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse side. Plant your right foot into the ground. Left leg comes over it. And left arm underneath right arm. So if you need a kickstand, you can drop your foot to the ground. So as you inhale, your elbows are reaching upward, striving to get your palms flat together. As you exhale, sink your hips lower. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, internally rotate your thighs. Your thighs are turning towards each other. The tighter you squeeze, the higher you can stand. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, sink lower. Last breath, squeeze your arms together. Exhale, hips together. And fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float to the back of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The sequence that we run through as sun salutation A is to reset your body. So you'll feel the stress in the balancing poses, especially the twisting. Coming back to this flow, it still uses your muscles, it's still opening your body, but in a way that you can find some comfort in downward dog. We'll take 2 breaths here. Last one, breathe in together. Exhale. And come down to puppy pose. Again, opening that heart. Notice this is the reverse of eagle pose. Your shoulders are now pulling back. Does it feel different than the first time? You can tell yourself in your head. Or say it. back into child's pose. Two breaths here, breathe in together. Exhale it out. Breathe in together. Exhale it out. As you make your way up to tabletop, plant your forearms down into your mat. All hands are gripping. We're working into dolphin pose. It helps if you grab the inside of your elbows. That's the distance you want your hands to be. Dolphin pose is a prep pose from forearm stand. That's up to you. If you want to go into that, or stick with the shoulder over. So, straighten your legs upwards. You'll feel some strength in your chest, and slowly walk your toes forward as your hips work on getting over your hips over your shoulders. You'll feel the stress in your body. You want your back to be somewhat neutral. If it becomes too much, you can drop your knees down. Want a little more, raise one leg up, one leg down. This is an inversion pose. Your head is below your heart. What you hear people say is it'll switch the way your blood is going, which is not true. It's going to keep the blood going. But what you're doing now is you're now working against gravity. Your blood is still flowing the same direction, but it's working a different way, which can have a cleansing result to your brain. If you're in dolphin pose, just need to break your chakras. You're going to try and put one leg up, and maybe do some hops to the other. My neighbor don't like this one. If you're feeling a lot, you can put that down. Chest pose. Are you feeling it in your shoulders? Okay. Last breath here, breathe in together. Exhale back to child's pose. Bring your arms towards your ankles. Release it in your shoulders, forehead can rest on the ground. You can grab your ankles or choose not to. If you haven't done so yet, take your fingers and grab your heels. As you lift your hips up, you're going to roll onto the crown of your head, rabbit pose. Okay, calm down. Grab your heels, head down. You're rolling yourself up. You're using your arms or holding your heels, so there shouldn't be a lot of pressure on your neck. It's right at the crown of your head, the very top where king or queen, you wear your crown. Tight spaces. This is where you're in very tight spaces, which can typically cause anxiety, claustrophobia, stress, scenarios like that. When you're in rapid pose, you can become used to those circumstances and breathing in them. Come back to your breath. If you're feeling pressure on your neck, you can put your hands down next to your face to lift the hood off. If you become comfortable, lift your hips up higher. Chin is tucking towards the chest. Last two breaths here. Make your way back to child's pose. And up into downward dog. Pushing into your hands, hips lift up, heels drive towards the ground. Shift your weight forward into high plank. Lower down into low plank. Onto your belly. Full body stretch. Reach your hips and roll up and all the way to Lucas. Stretch your back out, and you're going to roll over onto your back. And scoot yourself back on your back. So just flip onto your back. Heels towards your butt. Bridge pose. Fingertips should tickle your heels, so you should be able to have them close enough. Your fingertips can reach them. As you inhale, lift your hips upward, driving your knees together. Thighs are spinning inward, trying to maintain that. If you're lifted upward, shift your shoulder blades underneath your chest, clasping your hands behind your back. Each inhale, lift the hips higher. Exhale, drive your knees closer together. This stretches out your lower back. Often we hold a lot of tension underneath ourselves, working in a desk or sitting down a lot of the day. This releases what you feel all day sitting down. Inhale, lifting your hips upward. Exhale, back on your back. We'll do 2 more bridges. You can choose to stay at bridge or go into wheel. Wheel, your fingertips come above your shoulders, fingertips towards your shoulders, into a full bridge wheel pose. If not, inhale into bridge pose. Hips upward, shoulder blades slide underneath your back, hands clasp. Inhale, lift your hips upward. Exhale, body scan that your feet are parallel towards each other. Your chin is in alignment with your body. Inhale, lifting upward. Exhale, drive your knees together. Inhale, last breath. Exhale, release. Windshield wiper your knees, so rock them back and forth. Loosen up the lower back. And Supta Baddha Konasana. Paw soles of your feet together, let your knees splay wide. Releasing tension where you might find it. You put your hands on your knees to feel a deeper stretch. Bring your knees back together, your knees towards your chest. You can rock side to side, massaging the spine. Now, given this was a short sequence and we did a little bit of warming up, this is our cool down part. We're going to bring ourselves back to our breath, back to our breathing with an inversion posture in a relaxed and type of setting, so not stress on your body. So legs up the wall. Most of your mats are mirror wall. Scooting your hips towards the molding, we'll say. Working through a leg, speed 90 degrees up the wall. Get your hips as close as you can. Your feet can be natural. Don't try to point or to flex them. See where they naturally fall. And come back to your breath. This pose is thought to help to bring blood back to your heart area. We spend all day standing above our feet. It's working against gravity. It's seeing your body in a different position. It's more like a way to refresh yourself. You can tuck your knees into your chest. Make your way back to your mat. And stay on your backs into happy baby pose. Laying on your backs and knees are open wide. Greatest of all poses. Hands can be on the outside of your feet or the inside of your feet. And like a baby, wiggle about. Rock from side to side. Straighten one leg. Straighten the other leg. Come to dead bug. Stillness and happy baby. Shake that up. And Shavasana. Jiggle is much more than that. It's just corpse pose. Shavasana is much prettier. Feet split wide. Let the toes fall to the side. Hands are upward. Palms are down if you need to feel rooted. Palms are upward if you need to receive energy. Close your eyes. Come back to your breath. Notice if it was the shallow breathing you felt initially or if it's deeper. Shavasana is full body relaxation. Absorbing your practice. Absorbing the stresses, absorbing the things in your life that you wish weren't that way. But coming back to yourself and knowing what you do have control over. It's not here and anywhere else. Start to bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. You can roll your lips together and rock your head side to side. Turn towards your favorite side, fetal position. And keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated. Recognize how you feel now as compared to before the practice. We're going to follow a brief meditation. I'm going to read aloud to you a sequence. This meditation follows your chakras, which are energy cycles in your body. So you'll see them follow up your spine. It starts in your root chakra, which is where you're rooted into the ground. It moves up towards reproductive systems, belly, throat, heart, throat, third eye, and the crown of your head. So you can imagine it now. To keep that energy flowing, you want to sit up with a straight spine. You can sit against a wall if that's more comfortable and allows you to focus better. Pull your shoulders down your back. Sit with your legs out. If the knees are bothering you, you'll be sitting there for a few minutes. So find something that's comfortable for you and lets you maintain your seat. Focus on your breath, breathing slowly and deeply. Quiet in your mind. Now that you feel relaxed and focused, bring your attention to the base of your spine. Imagine that with each breath, you're stretching a root or roots down into the earth. Feel your root go through the surface of grass or cement, and further into the rich, dark soil that blankets the planet. Feel the coolness of the earth as you go deeper, moving away from air and light. With each breath, allow your root to go even deeper, through fresh underground springs and deep water tables. Soon you come to the earth's hard crust. Here, a space opens for your root to reach through and toward the heart of our planet. Notice any thoughts, sensations, or images that come to you as you travel on this inner journey. You don't need to judge these, just observe them and let them pass. You'll find in meditation that thoughts will come, a to-do list, what you have to do in half an hour. And you're not upset with yourself for having these thoughts. You hang on to them, and then you let them go. Respect them for their presence, and then continue on focusing on your breath. Keep breathing as your root moves into the mantle. You may begin to feel heat coming from Earth's outer core as you move toward the molten core. Breathe and allow your root to penetrate to the very heart of Earth, our inner core. Sit for a moment and bask in your deep connection to the Earth. Feel how grounded and centered you are. Appreciate your body and the body of the planet. Thank her for the bounty she provides. When you're ready, begin drawing energy from this heart of the earth, the center of your root. With each breath, draw it up the power of stability, grounding, and love. See the energy rise through the earth's layers, slowly with each breath, until it reaches the base of your spine. Notice any colors or sensations, observing and allowing them without judgment. Now begin drawing this energy into the base of your spine. Feel it spiraling up and into your red root chakra, center of earth connection and the body. Fill your mind with the color red. Breathe it and feel it spiraling up into your orange, second chakra. It's your center of creativity. Fill your mind with orange. Breathe it in further still into your yellow solar plexus chakra, the center of will and personal power, where your organs are stored, where your stomach is. Fill your mind with yellow. Notice any sensations, image, or thoughts you may associate with the chakras as the earth energy rises through them. Just observe. No need to judge or analyze. Now breathe up and draw the energy into your green heart chakra, the center of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Feel the flood of loving kindness envelop you as the energy of the earth rises upward. Fill your mind with green. Now, allow the energy to come up into your throat chakra, the center of communication. Let your thoughts dwell for a moment on the power and pleasure of speaking truth from your heart. Next, you'll feel the energy rise to the third eye, or the broad chakra, the place of vision and inner sight. Again, notice any thoughts, sensations, or images without judging. As the energy reaches the top of your head and through the crown chakra, imagine it forth like branches of a tree. The crown chakra is not a part of your body, but balancing above you. Feel your branches reach up and out towards the heavens and allow yourself to draw in the energy of spirit through your leaves and branches. connection to both earth and heaven. Bring your awareness back to your mat. Blink your eyes open. And we'll end this practice bringing your hands to heart center, then up to your third eye chakra. The universe within me, I'm using the universe within each and every one of you, and we share it in the word namaste. Namaste. Take note of how your body is feeling. Challenge yourself from the beginning of the session towards the end. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And you can grab your post-its. And you're going to do two things. Write how your body feels now. And which technique, if any, would you find most applicable to you, or useful for you or someone that you know? And post it on the mat. So, first thing is, I don't remember. How you feel. First one is how you feel comparatively to the beginning. Second thing is what would be applicable to your life, if any of the strategies you do fit. You can share them, but you can put it on the board. So reflecting back how we felt at the beginning of our workshop and how you feel now, can you think of two words to describe the differences or the similarities? What do you notice?
Feel relaxed.
Relaxed.
Feel physically open.
How did you feel coming in?
A little frazzled. A little down.
We won't do pork cups.
No.
Anyone else? They feel differently, or can they carry this with them to where they find the most stress in any way, shape, or form?
I said that breathing for sleeping is something that I would like try out and see if it works when I'm trying to sleep.
Any other thoughts?
So I would say I didn't feel stressed when I came in, but I feel more stress-free now. So maybe they're holding on to some stuff that I guess didn't even know.
It's very possible. And you'll see that too. Often you'll feel tightness, where you feel like you hold your stress, which feels like make-believe science with this little stuff. But you'll find that you, especially when I'm in work and I'm being reprimanded or something like that, I notice what shape I go into. And then yoga helps you to counter that. The shapes that you find yourself sinking into kind of counterbalance